Hey everyone, this is Mr. Zabonic, and today we are going to be looking at Scoir as well as how will you apply for your transcripts to be sent to whatever colleges you're applying to. As you can see, I am logged into Scoir here. For seniors, your first time logging in, you may have an announcement pop up asking you about FERPA. It will ask you to do the FERPA release as well as the FERPA waiver. You are going to need to fill those out and sign them in order for us to send transcripts. FERPA is actually the law that prevents people from talking about your education with others. So we need that in order to share your information with the colleges. Um, as you can see, once you get that done and you're on the home screen, you are going to have a option here for Find Your College Match quiz. So if you're not even sure where to begin, this is a great opportunity for you to take a little quiz. It'll go off of some of your interests, things on that end, to give you options of schools you may want to look into. You can also go over to the Discover tab here. This is where you can find lists of virtual tours, events that are happening, all of this great information. You can start narrowing it down. Are you looking for a 4-year college, a 2-year college? Are you going into trade school? All of that information's there. You can use the little search option up here. So as you can see, I've got some recents in there, but I can also look up. So let's say we're going to look into whatever's first. Let's do Indiana Hills. I don't even know where that is, but that is right here. So as you can see, once you click on the school, you get a little overview. It's a 2-year college. Career and trades are offered there. So all of this information is in here for you. You can look up academics and see what they offer. Under admissions here, this is a really important tab. As you can see, this will give you application deadlines. They have rolling admissions at this school, but if we were to look at a school as in Ball State, and we go to their admissions tab, you can see that they have honors college deadlines. They have their priority deadline, which is March 1st. So it's really important to keep those dates in check and make sure that you are applying by the deadline. Also in here, you can see what are the average SAT scores of students that get into Ball State. What are the average ACT scores? What is their admission rate? Obviously, the higher the admission rate, the better chance you have of getting into the school. So those are great tools to look at. Cost and aid. I mean, how are you going to pay for college? It's good information to know. And student life here is a great one. If you want to know what kind of things are offered, what diversity rating is their school. So if you're really interested in going to a school that's diverse, that is really important to you. This is a great tab to kind of explore that. So as you're looking at these, if you decide, you know what, I'm interested in Ball State, there is the following tab up here. So you can click that. I'm already following it. But when you click that, it will put it into a colleges I'm interested in under my colleges or following. So here, as you can see, I have 4 schools that I am following currently. There is a category here for suggested, so you can invite your parents if you would like to, and they can kind of put in some schools there so that if they have ideas that you're not quite sure of or anything on that end, that is an opportunity for them to kind of put their 2 cents in. So as you can see, we got the following tab here. If you click and drag. So I know for sure I'm going to be applying to Ball State. I will move that over. It's going to ask me, how am I going to apply? Am I going to use the common application? That is that one application that you can send to multiple schools. If I click that, it's going to want my ID number for Common App. So make sure you have that information. I'm going to say I'm going to apply to the college website. That is directly on their website rather than using the Common App. You will have application ID number you can add in there. I currently don't have one, so I'll skip that for now. Under first year deadlines, I am going to be trying for their priority. So I click priority deadline, And then I get to decide, am I going to be test optional or am I going to send my SAT scores? By making that gray, that means I plan on sending my SAT scores. If I click that, that means I'm going to be test optional and I'm not going to be using my scores. Keep in mind that any official scores need to be sent through whatever website. So SAT needs to go through College Board and be sent through there, where ACT needs to be sent through the ACT website. And make sure that you have your personal email address in there for the application that you're using. Do not use your school email because once you graduate, you will no longer have access to that. So make sure you're using your personal email and click save. So there you see, I now have a school in my colleges I'm applying to. This is not quite done though. So your transcripts aren't going to get sent until this is moved over to the I've applied area. So before you apply though, if you click on the school, it's going to give you that brief overview here again. There's an option to click mark as applied. So once you've finished your application, you can do so. If you scroll down, it gives you a really helpful checklist as well. So you don't have to fill these out, but it is something in here to help you make sure that you're following everything you need to. So I'm going to skip that for now and I'm going to click mark as applied. It's giving me that option to put my application ID number. Hopefully you have one at that point. That's really helpful to put in there, especially when we're sending transcripts. They can link it faster that way. Under the specific majors that you're going to be applying for. So you could be undecided, or if you do, you can click yes and then type in your major. So I'm going to say education. I'm applying to the education department. And then again, are you going to be test optional or not? I said no before, but I could change my mind. But I'm going to stick with that, and then my email should pop up again. So then you click save, and now I have applied to Ball State. Now that that is in the application side and I've applied, it will give your counselor, whoever that may be, an email stating, hey, Tommy Pickles, who is my student here, has just sent their application to Ball State. That lets me know, hey, I need to go in and send your transcript. Now, keep in mind, transcripts are not ready to be sent until after August 30th. So if you apply tomorrow, you will not get your transcript sent until September 1st because they are not ready yet. Colleges will message you if you've applied already. They'll message you saying we need your transcript. They will be fine. This happens every year. We will get the transcript as soon as they are ready. There are schools that are just starting that haven't even started applications, that haven't even had the opportunity to do stuff. So it will be fine, I promise you. And that is going to be how you apply for your transcript. One other area I want you to see, if you go to home, we also have assignments here. So make sure you're following that when you log in and check that out. This is the letter of recommendation worksheet. If you're going to be asking for a letter of recommendation, this is super helpful. Fill out this form. It's going to give us the opportunity to write you the best letter of recommendation we possibly can. So really make sure you're filling that out as well. Not every school is going to need a letter of recommendation, so you may not need to fill that out, but just know that that is there if you need a letter of recommendation. Again, this is Scoir, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. This is new for everybody, including us, so we will figure this out together, but hopefully we will get your transcript sent out here soon, and now it's time for you guys to get in there and just kind of play around and figure it out. Have a good one, guys.